Let's chat about finances. You just have to ask questions, guys. I decided to do it because there are way too many people giving really bad advice. And with this, I keep myself busy. So, there's so much bad advice on the internet, it's sickening. Am I right? Let's talk finances, boys. Oh no. Right. As always, I cannot answer questions that I don't have, so you guys have to ask. It's like talking to a bunch of 13-year-olds. Just chatting. Let's talk finances, man. This year's gonna be wild, and you're gonna want to know about it. I cannot keep up with both chats, so ask them sparingly, please. Just die already, God. Well, I can do a presentation if that makes you feel better. I mean, it takes me 2 seconds to put it together. It's whatever. But you have to let me know. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm actually more interested in the YouTube chat today. I am not trying to throw shade on Twitch, but the YouTube crowd usually has better questions. Just in case you don't know who I am, I've published over 7 books in this. Yeah, I look young, but I'm not. So don't be confused. By my exceedingly good looks. Monday, Bitcoin took off. That's always interesting. Actually, let me pull the charts up. Let me try here. Really? I don't have that here? I have to use the other one? Alright, on to the second cell phone. Alright, just hang on. I'm pulling the Bitcoin chart up for you guys. Oh my god, the balls on Netflix, man. They cut my access because I'm outside of the house. And then they send me a message saying, just checking in. I'll get the fuck out. Alright, news markets. Where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin. Crypto. Yeah, so Bitcoin's at 101, about 102. I want this to go to 105. Some people are calling for 120. I think they're out of their minds. But take a look at what I'm looking at, right? So that's Bitcoin right here. Let's pull the 1 year chart. Trump won about here-ish, right? November 5th. About here. Then look at this thing skyrocket. Went to 104. I wanted to retest it at 104. Actually, 104. Sorry, I guess 106. It closed at 106. So let's let it retest it at 106. If it breaks through that, I don't think there's anything holding it except the seasonality. You know what I mean? So, yeah, kudos. Kudos to Bitcoin hodlers. Alright, let's change that. Let's see if we can get some more people in here. Meanwhile, I'll keep playing until I see a message in the chat. Damn it. This is like the worst. Wait a second. Did he just charge me and then... He didn't do that. Did they improve charging for... the Thorn? I think it was a combination. There we go. Sorry about that. Doesn't seem like anybody's interested. It appears we've got a lot of smart people already who do not need my help. Dunno. Dunno. Good deal, buddy. Why is it coming all the way out here? This is not fair. Chat, 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 chat. Hate that it does this. Let's go straight. This hugger is jacked. Let's just finish them. Why do we even have Murkai unless it was like the first boss? Oh shit. I guess I can't be too close to the camera, huh?
Alexis underscore Roof 69 just followed.
Thank you. Let's talk finances, bro. Although I think you are a resubscriber, right? Which, by the way, I appreciate. Thank you very much. I'm trying to get these things done over here. At the same time, I'm thinking about the stock market tomorrow. So I figured, why not talk about it, right? Actually, I need to switch my PvP guys. Can use. If I forgot to thank you so much for the follow. I'm really, really trying to get to 50. Oh, you know what's. Oh, I don't have it. Yes, I do. Let's see what I can do with this. So we load it up, we act like we're really slow, and then we just bomb them. Let's see what happens. So Bitcoin, right? Resistance level is 106,000. Do you think it's going to get to 106,000 tomorrow? Man, don't go that way, dude. Oh, come on. There you go. Now we can just go whoop. Haha. Like I broke the sound. You kidding me? Don't turn. Okay, if it's gonna take that, we can go this way. Go, 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 go. Son of a. Are you doing the thing where you're just being cool and just like hanging back? Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Alright, so you want to see the Bitcoin resistance level? It's right here. 106. We're 104 right now. 102 actually. We need 4K to break resistance. I don't think we're gonna. I really don't. If we go to a 6-month time frame, we can see that it's just down and up, down and up. That's just today right here, this craziness. I hope it does, because I've got a small position in Bitcoin, and once it takes off, but beginning in at the end of August. Hey Pato, how are you, buddy? Talking about some Bitcoin here if you're interested. I can also play some Warcraft Rumble, whatever you want to do. But if you're interested in Bitcoin, towards the middle of the month, look out for XRP, look out for Sedano. Stay away from Doge right here. Ethereum, it's alt season, you know what I mean? So these are gonna really outperform. They're gonna go nuts. But I'm looking tomorrow specifically for it to break from 102 to 106. I invest in stocks and Bitcoins. Most of my money is in stocks, well, some real estate, and Bitcoin's a small 5% position for me. But I understand younger people like to invest in Bitcoin. So that's why I'm talking about it. Uh, but there's this thing, I'm sure you know about it, which is called the alt season, and it happens every year, and it's usually in the middle of the month of January. So watch out for Ethereum breaking out. Doge is not gonna make anybody any money, in my opinion. XRP could be doing really well. I'm extremely bullish on AMD. I need Google to drop. I don't have a either way here. This is Cardano right here. Expect this to break out as well. You know? So that's the chart. You can go to advanced chart if you want. Does that look confusing enough? So as you know, Bitcoin doesn't stop trading, right? So we're looking at this in real time. So we could do some indicators here and add the Bollinger Bands, add a moving average, 50-day moving average is normal. We could do a 20-day moving average. I'm in my 20s. What is a good investment if I'm saving for my 50s? Bro, if you're in your 20s, okay, I'm gonna tell you what I told my daughter. You want to invest in stocks like, not stocks, like ETFs, low cost ETFs that can outperform the market. And I'll give you a couple here. Let me go to, I have my watch list here. My watch list. All right. So these are mostly my positions, most of them. But in your case, I would focus on. Hey,
Pio
thank you.
1 2 3 4 4 5 6 just followed.
Thank you very much for following. Really looking forward to getting that 50. Sorry, Pato. Let me go back over here and talk to you. Okay. So what I would do in your case is, if you plan to be a set it and forget it, like never mind, I don't want to look at my investment, I just want to become a millionaire, I would go with VOO, and I'll tell you why. VOO tracks the S&P 500. If you know all of this, let me know and I won't, talk in detail. But what's really interesting about this is that it not only tracks the S&P 500 just about perfectly, it's 0.003%. That means every, say, 10 grand, you're gonna pay like $3. You know what I mean? So there's no capital erosion here. And if you look at like a 5 year chart, for instance, it's just up. It's always up. All right. So if you know the basic stuff and you're not going to get into trading options like I do, VOO is a great one. And a second one would be VGT if you want to go full growth. This one has a little bit higher expense ratio, so it's 0.10. That's 10 basis points. So out of 10,000, it's like $10. Uh, but this will track. It's like the Nasdaq with some extra stuff in it. It's really good. I've held it for years, and this outperforms by, I believe VOO did this year about 22%. This one did 36% last year. Options aren't necessarily risky if you know what you're doing. What you want to do with options, right? Um, this Yahoo Finance sucks for options. Let me see it here if I have an option table. I don't. I can't log into my account to show it to you, or I would, because it would expose all my stuff. But options, there's this thing called theta decay, right? So, say you buy 100 shares of, you want to buy, instead of VOO, you want to buy SPY. It's basically the same thing, but it's gonna trade daily. So you could trade this daily and make it additional money daily. Okay? And instead of VGT, you want to go with something like QQQ. That's the Invesco 500 Nasdaq one. So basically, this will trade. It's the same stuff. That's what I want you to understand. It's the same stuff as VU and VGT. So it's called SPY and QQQ. The difference is you can trade daily options on it. I find them to be an amazing extra amount of income. But just be very um, safe, right? So let me see if I can find option prices here. Options. Here we go. Let's see. All right. So here are the options. It's at 524 right now. So this is your break-even amount, right? So you want to look for uh, delta. Implied volatilities here. That's the bid and ask. By the way, anything in blue means you're in the money. Okay, so you own 100 shares at 524, and you want to sell them, or you don't want to sell them. You want to sell the option and keep the the premium that it gives you, right? So I would go with something like, yeah, an 18 right here for tomorrow. And it would have to be, it would have to, it would have to go up $10 if I'm explaining this right. If it makes any sense to you, $10 per share for it to reach your target. Is it possible? Yes, it is. You can always roll it, but this contract is probably gonna pay you, gosh, for an 18 delta. There's no volatility right now in the market because it's short week. I would say you would probably get paid about 50, $60 just for writing that one option. I'm sorry, this is terrible to show it to you. Uh, I can't log into my account, I'm sorry. I wish I could. But yeah, for you, look, just like I told my daughter, take 10 or 20%, whatever you can afford, do it automatically. Like on, if you're from the States, no, it wouldn't. Because if you buy the option, you're getting paid a premium in order to buy it for the price you actually want. So I'll give you an example, Pato. Right now it's trading at 500. Not your first language? What's your first language? Because I speak a few. If you find what I write confusing, tell me Spanish. No, what you're writing is perfect. Bienvenido, bienvenido. Okay, so let me explain to you why you don't want to. I mean, it's not that you don't want to, but if you have the cash to buy 100 shares of VOO, right, at a 0.03% expense ratio forever, by the way, I would buy the option contract. Why? Because it's 547 right now, but you don't want to buy it at 547. You actually want to buy it at 500 and say 40, right? So you write a contract saying, "Hey, I will buy 100 shares at 540 uh, for in order for me to buy these shares, I'll sell you this contract guaranteeing my purchase, and you will pay me, uh, in this case, 547, probably looking at 30, $40. Now, if you go way out, like months, you could be getting paid like $300, $400 just to say, hey, in a month, I'll pay you, I'll buy these for 540 bucks, right? So it makes sense because if you look at the 1 month chart, Look, it's gone to 538 right here. 538.94. So you know it's reachable, right? Even down here, it's going to 537. So 540, you're gonna get assigned at some point, but until you get assigned, you keep getting 300 bucks every time. Okay? So let me read your messages here. I have 1.6k. Is that 1,600 to invest? What are you looking at company to see if it's gonna go up or down? No, it's the basic fundamentals of the company. So if you want to buy, okay, one thing, if you're new, uh, I wouldn't buy single stocks. Okay, don't do it. Uh, it's a losing game. Like people on the internet will say, buy Palantir, buy Nvidia, and you're never gonna have to work again. Well, bullshit. Okay, because that's always gonna turn against you, man. I mean, once in a while you'll get lucky, but let's just get an example here. If you wanted to buy, I don't know, Nvidia, sure, why not? All right. So let's look at the fundamentals of Nvidia, right? So first, let's look at the year chart. Look at this. Look at this mess. Up and down, all around. Nvidia has the potential to go up, sure. All right. Market cap, trailing PE, forward PE, PEG ratio. That's the expected 5-year growth of this stock. Price to sales, price to book. I mean, look at the crazy amount of stuff that you need to know. Wrecked. Let me see. Pharmaceutical company. See, that's good. But pharmaceutical companies, here's what happens to pharmaceutical companies, right? If they have something imminent that's a Rocket Lab, isn't Rocket pharmaceutical? RCKT. So that's Rocket Pharmaceutical. Okay, I'm gonna assume that this is, okay, first they don't pay a dividend, so single stocks without without a dividend means they're not profitable at all. Rocket Lab, let me look it up. Rocket Lab. Ah, great buy. Great buy. I'd be looking to take profit very soon here because the market cap is probably not that high. Financials. Look, it's not the worst company. If I ran this through my software, which I cannot, because again I have to put my personal information here on a stream, and I don't want to. But just looking at Yahoo Finance, it's not the worst. I would look at the news and see what's up. See, they don't even talk about it. They just start moving into other stuff. So just go back to it. And see what people are saying. Catching a falling rocket is not easy. Can't help but notice there's launch satellite placements almost a given to this company, which is a big given. The confusing permanent learning opportunities with failure. Yeah, Jeffrey over here is hitting it on the head. Basically, okay, Rocket Lab, my bad, but I made a mistake. I'm going to see the symbol. I have 1.6K there and 100 in Intel. That's another really iffy um, company that I wouldn't personally put my money in. Motley Fool talks a lot about Rocket Lab. Yeah. Uh, Let me get the summary of this company. I've heard this before. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's seen better days. Look, look at this chart, though, man. You made a great purchase. Now you're at the tippy top right here. I don't know how much further this has to go, to be honest with you. Because if you bought it at $4, you probably bought it somewhere around here. You know. But you have to look at what are they doing to gain raise price action, raise price action. Yeah, it's all rating a buy. I mean, for all, based on everything that I'm reading over here and what you're saying, right. So if they're creating a new rocket, right, and something goes wrong with it, right? Imagine what will happen to this stock. It's gonna go back to $4. Look at this. The price target by Goldman Sachs was between 4.5 and $5. At best, they're saying $22 right now. You're at 28.80. You're so young, I would say you don't need to get rich tomorrow, you know? So take your profits. That's my opinion. Don't follow my opinion. Take your profits, right? Uh, eh, I don't know, set it for $30. Take your take your profits at 30 and start investing in VOO and QQQ equally, or VOO and VGT equally, and let it grow, man, because that stuff is just gonna grow. It never goes wrong. And I'll show you. Let me duplicate this tab here. So, like VGT, right? You're gonna see some bumps. But look at this, all, right? Look at this. From 2005 to today. It doesn't matter. This is the US largest tech companies. This is not gonna stop going up. Sure, it's gonna have bumps, it's gonna have buying opportunities. But by the time you're ready to retire, you're gonna have so much money you won't know what to do with it. And if you live in Chile and you decide to retire in Chile, forget it, my man. You know, you're gonna have so much money that, whew. I think it's a little bit of hype. I think you could take profit. You know what take profit means? Let me go back to Rocket Lab. Answer me this. Do you know what take profit means? Let's look at the earnings. YH? What does YH means? Does that mean yes? I'm not sure. Oh, okay. So, all right. So, if you know what take profit means, you bought it at 4, you made a ton of money going way up. You can wait a little longer, let it go to 30, maybe, if it goes to 30. But look at the candle chart. Let me look at the advanced chart, and we'll go 1 month. And we go to a 5-minute chart. So you've got your Bollinger Bands right here, right? So that's the 20-day moving average. This is your price, right? It's heading downwards, right? It had a really nasty closing candle here. Uh, Look, exactly what I said. Look, 29.42 is the high of where you should sell this. So, like I said, you can sell it at 29 and 30, and then start investing in VOO and VGT. I'm even gonna write this down. Gold. You can't. Look, I wrote it down for you so you don't forget, okay? But in case of a war or recession, gold is a great hedge against it. Um, Silver also. You can put a lot of money into silver. Anything that's used to build semiconductors, uh, which means chips, uh, is a great hedge against, you know, war. But because they're gonna need to make chips to make missiles to kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go wrong there. There's a company out of South America there. It's called Vale, I believe. I'm gonna write it down for you. That's the name of the company. Um, I mean, I'm not crazy about it, but they pay a great dividend, and they invest in metals out of somewhere in South America, and they sell it all to China. So for you to understand what Bollinger Band is, this is the 20-day moving average, right? So it's saying on the high, right, you would want to sell this at 29.42, and on the low, you want to sell this at 28.56 today, and you're at 28.99. Now tomorrow, during trading hours, this is going to change. It's either going to go down or go up. My opinion, my man, is take your profits. You did great. You made a ton of money off of it. Put it into stuff that's going to grow forever for you. Okay? Once you got a huge portfolio, then you can start buying individual stocks and REITs. I personally like to buy the QQQ. That's the same as the VGT that I just told you about. The only difference is every single day I can sell call options against it. So if I own 100 shares, which I own about 1,200 shares, more or less, I can sell 12 contracts every single day. And every single day just keeps paying me money and money and money. So I stay up all night usually anyway. And then I put all my orders for the day. And then I go to bed, and then I go to the beach, and then I come home and have fun. And just enjoy the gains, brother. What do I think of penny stocks? Penny stocks are great for trading. Like if you're a day trader, okay? Because what you want, like if you click on Yahoo Finance, it's going to show you trending tickers like FUBO, right? FUBO is a penny stock, essentially, right? It's up 251% for the day. I'm sorry if that noise is bothering you. 251% for the day, and the price is $5. You know what I mean? So this is where you really want to do your due diligence, learn how to day trade. Nowadays, it's so hard not to learn something. For example, I'm sure you know a Chat GPT. You could actually tell Chat GPT to teach you how to trade. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wouldn't be messing with day trading, man. Day trading is a pain in the ass. And you only want to do it early in the morning anyway. I'd say invest for the long term. Forget that it's there. So you got a job. You take 10 or 20%, hopefully 20% of your income, you automatically transfer to your brokerage account, okay? And you automatically buy 50% VU, or you know what? Let's just say 60% VU, 60% VGT, and you forget it. You don't have income yet? That's okay, man. My daughter didn't have income, and she used to do like side jobs, you know. She used to teach people. She was a cheerleader, so she used to give classes on cheerleading. She would get a few bucks, and she would get 20% of that, and deposit it. It's so important. You you guys, if there's one lesson for you, that's why I invested in penny stacks. No, man, don't play that game. Do this. Just invest in the stuff that I'm recommending. You can go with other ones. You don't have to go like Fidelity has one, whatever, and you'll be fine for the rest of your life. By the time you reach retirement age, you'll be a multi-millionaire. Just make it, what's the word? Make it automated. Never look at it, and just let the machine run. So you get paid, it gets taken out of your account, goes into your brokerage account. Am I talking to you? Okay. You get paid, it comes out of your bank account, goes into your brokerage account, yeah, automatically buys 60% of VOO, 40% of VGT. And if you want to get some income, I can give you some advice on that too. But you don't need it right now. VOO, VGT, and just let it go. Forget about it. You know? 20, 30 years from now, then you look at it. Okay? Then you're going to be like, oh my God, Lou made me a millionaire and I should follow him. But unfortunately, by then I'll probably be dead. How much should you invest monthly? You should invest what you can afford, but I would aim, okay, in the beginning, 10 to 20% of your income. Now, I'm not being negative, it's reality. I'm old. I don't look old because I go surfing a lot. But 10 to 20% of your income minimum, right? If you start at 10, every year raise it by 1% or something. 20%, I don't know. There was a point in my life where I was investing 70% of my income. Yeah, send me a gift card in heaven if I'm there. I'm surfing. I would appreciate it. I just want to help people, man. There's so many bad actors out there that are trying to sell you things, and they're not trying to actually help you. They just want to sell you things. That's why I don't even care. Let me look at YouTube. I haven't checked the chat of YouTube. Okay, it's kind of quiet there. YouTube is usually crazy busy. So I'll ask St. Peter to give it to you. Oh my God, St. Peter. That's funny. Yeah, man. So this is a perfect example of a penny stock. Look at this. 251% up in one day, and the price is $5. It can only go down from here. You know what I mean? So what are you gonna make? Nothing. Just invest. Look, I've got it right here. QQQ, IWM, VOO, VTI, VGT, SCHE. I've got it all here. And every time it goes red and you start to freak out, if you're looking at your same name on YouTube, I don't actually know because my grandson set this up for me. Shit. How can I see it? It's ticked off Louis. I think it's ticked off Louis. That's because I used to be mad all the time, so they used to call me ticked off Louis. I don't have any followers on that one. I have a lot of followers on. Shoot, what's the name of that? I'm old, man. So check this out. Disney, right, in the U.S. is kind of on fire right now, right? And they announced that they were gonna do a deal with Fubo TV, and the price goes up by 251% in 39. Thoughts on Nike? Nike has potential. They've got a new CEO. It's a guy who actually knows what the hell they're doing, right? So not bad, not bad. There's potential. Let's take a look at it. I don't like using Yahoo Finance, so it's a good buying opportunity actually. Let me look at 6 months. Yeah, look at this. Peak to trough. I want to look at 1 year. Oof. Look at this. I'll bet this is when they announced. This is an earnings date issue. Yeah. I remember what happened to Nike. Nike had Nike had uh, a fantastic brand, right? And then a new CEO comes in. The idea was, let's take advantage of the internet, right? So his job was to make this stuff move on the internet. He failed miserably, so much so that they've got UGG shoes or Adidas and all these other brands that took Nike's position in the market, if that makes sense, right? So they fired the guy, and then the stock went up. That was around here, more or less. The stock went up, and then, bad earnings and things like that, it went down again. So this is a turnaround story, in my opinion. Okay, I think, again, don't take my advice for anything. I think this new CEO, I might even have his name here. Let's see. Yes, the financials look strong. Let me look it up. New Nike CEO. Elliot Hill. Okay. So Elliot Hill, he he works for Nike. He started like boxing shoes. He started on the line. He knows exactly how this works. He knows exactly how to get this moving again. How to take all these little um, competition off the shelves, right? And put Mike Nike back on, you know, on top. Now they're gonna need a deal, in my opinion. They're gonna need a really good deal with a major basketballer, somebody who's coming into, a fantastic season or something. But everybody's bullish on this. So I say, in my opinion, it's a 72 right now. Let's look at the chart again. Did we go lower? Yes, we did. Resistance is here, though. Sport is here. We're looking at 79, 73. It's actually a buy right now, man. I mean, I I would start dollar cost averaging into it. Don't put more than 5% of your portfolio into it, and just have some patience because this is going to take time. But if you're looking to make your money go up too fast, what you want to do is go for the daily chart, look at candles, and look at, at the turn. Okay? So it's gonna be like this. This is a turn right here. Once you see the turn happen and a confirmation, because this if you zoom into this, which unfortunately I can't do on this, uh, it's gonna try to resist, but it won't be able to, and that's when you know that this thing is gonna take off. Then we're probably gonna be at around, I don't know, 80, I don't know, 80 85, I don't know. It's possible. If I were a betting man, I wouldn't put money on Nike, but it has good fundamentals. Okay, so not my favorite. I would buy, if you want to buy um, single stocks. I would buy Costco. I would buy um, what's good right now. ASML is great, and it's at a discount actually. ASML, if you're still there. Kanye West, yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Epics. Anytime. Hey, man, if you want to give me a follow, I'm trying to get to 50 so I can get the partnership thingy. I appreciate it. Look, ASML right here, this is a huge turnaround story. Look at this. Look how beat up this stock is. This stock was trading at about 1,000, right? Then it got beat up all the way to 687. I actually bought at 688. Hey, thank you so much.
Epics underscore 310 just followed.
Thank you very much, man. Once you see that I hit 50 and you don't want to follow anymore, just go ahead and unfollow, okay, buddy? Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. But let me tell you about ASML because a lot of people are sleeping on this. ASML is such a giant in the um, oh my goodness, help me here, in the chip making field because uh, it is the only company that has the capability of making one specific gigantic machine to make chips, right? So this is about to turn and it's gonna go nuts. And because the entire demand depends on these machines. So they have a total monopoly. Like if you know what a monopoly is, you know what I'm talking about. But they have a total monopoly on the whole market. So we were looking at about 1,000. You can be sure this is gonna go back to 1,000. I want them to lower the price. I wanted to go this to go below 688. That's when I bought it. You know, and just buy as many as you can, but no more than 5%. In defense companies what's the name of that company? It's what is it? Lockheed Martin would comes to mind. Um, Palantir, right? That's a defensive company. So here's the problem with Palantir, right? You've missed the boat. It's too late. Don't don't invest in this right now. This is nuts. Okay? The time to buy Palantir when it was trading at about 14 bucks, which is it doesn't show here, but that's when I was buying um, puts, right? Which is the opposite of selling options, cover call options. So I was buying puts like crazy at 14, which is over 1 year from now. Uh, and then I accumulated, and then I just watched and watched it go crazy. So pretty soon here, I mean this is so high that pretty soon I'm gonna start selling cover calls, and right on the money, make as much money on the contract as possible, plus a little profit on the stock, and I'm gonna move it to something else, probably ASML. To be honest with you, that's what I would do. Don't do what I do, just what I say. No, don't do what I say. Not even what I do. You do what you want to do. But yeah, Palantir is a great defensive one. Lockheed Martin. I mean, look at this. The thing about defensive companies, okay? ASML does look good. Thoughts on CCL? Let me take a look. Let me just give Pato an answer here. I don't think. Oh, Carnival. Um, I don't think. I don't think wars are gonna be a problem, man. There's a lot of talk of wars and all this crazy stuff. I don't think they're gonna be a problem at all. Uh, I don't think you should put too much money in it. There's way better sectors, you know. And you could also buy VTI. You may go back to roadblocks over here and buy VTI. That's a total U.S. market, right? So it has all the companies. So, it's not going to grow as fast as VOO, but it's going to have every company in it. So it's better than risking. Okay, what do I think of Carnival Corporation? I hope that answers your questions, Pato, by the way. Carnival Corporation, it's seasonal, right? We all know that. Let's look at the 1 year chart. It's going up. It's supposed to go up. Uh, right now, it's the cold season for Carnival Cruises. So there's going to be a lot of deals. So they might miss earnings, but then again, they can surprise. Uh, it's a good company. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no pandemic, nothing that's gonna drive it crazy low. Um, does it pay a dividend? It doesn't. So I don't, I don't particularly like buying stocks that don't pay a dividend unless it's a huge turnaround play. Like I showed you ASML's chart. That's a huge turnaround play. And yeah, man, that's gonna go to over 1,000 easily. Now this right here, you know what? I would say it's gonna go higher. Yeah, it's gonna depend on the earnings. Just pay attention to the earnings. One thing I wanna tell you guys. Look, if it's in the press, it's in the price. I'm gonna write it down for you. If it is in the press, it's already on the price. All right? Learn that, okay? Because by the time these things show up, what the heck? I'm sorry, I just got like 5 emails back to back. My apologies. It's actually not that important. Okay, understand this, okay? If it's in the press, it's in the price. That's why trading stocks, single stocks, is such a difficult thing to do. You have to be on top of it. But if you love math, you love doing research, go for it, man. If it's your passion, do it. But if I were to look at news for this company, is it the best? Blah blah blah. Look at the fair value of Carnival Corporation. There is no way to predict fair value because it's seasonal. It's very, very seasonal. What you can do is you can get free cash flow against the yield and with um, come up with your own fair value. It's a very simple formula: free cash flow versus the yield. That's simple. You don't have to do 5,000 calculations, man. You know, like these people teach you online because they want to sell you some bullshit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, you know, say that, but you don't need to. Let's see here. YouTube, no questions on YouTube. Thank you for viewing. How can I find cheap stocks? Great question. Uh, it's always going to be under trending tickers. So Yahoo Finance has trending. I'm trying to find over here. I'm used to using it. Watch, I'm gonna use it right here on my phone, and then I can pull it up. Can't show you my phone though. So you really want to trade those cheap stocks, huh? You want to be a day trader. Okay, so you go to markets and then you go to stocks. Um, I can't read the whole thing. Let me open it. Markets, stocks, most actives. This will give you an idea of all the most actives. Why are they most actives? Because if they move by 1%, right? Because it's such. How did you learn about trading stocks? That was my career before I retired. Would you recommend a stock like Coke for its dividends? If you're retired, it depends on your age. Like, how old are you, Epics? Um, Pato, real quick. So go to markets and Yahoo Finance and go stocks most actives. That's what I did. and you're gonna find a bunch of really cheap stuff over here. And the reason why they're cheap is because, I mean, the reason why they're in this list is because if they make a little move, right, like 0.0400, which is equal to 1%, uh, it makes into this list, you know. Conversely, you could do losers. So market, stocks, losers. Okay, I don't want to plug anything because I'm not sure. I'm a student in college. Would you recommend a Coke and soda? Dude, if you're a student in college and you're not interested in learning um, how to like find the best stocks and things like that, uh, how to evaluate stocks like Coca-Cola, for instance, right? To find out what the fair price is. Uh, you're in college, bro. Like my daughter, invest in the stock market, in the total stock market, VOO and VGT, and forget about it. Put 20% of all your money in there, and forget it exists. By the time you're out of college, you're gonna have a fortune. By the time you're retired, you're gonna have millions and millions of dollars. Anyway, this is you know, trending now. Top gainers, top losers, 52-week gainers, 52-week losers. Guys, you can find this stuff everywhere. Now, I just want to plug something for you guys. It's not like I'm not gonna make money off of this, but it's something I'm developing because I took an interest in coding a long time ago. But I'm actually going to find. I'm gonna create an app, like an app on your phone, that's going to show us penny stocks that have news, positive or negative, and it's gonna flash, like send you alerts. And then the idea is, you look at the alerts as positive news, you know that thing is going up, right? So you get in there and you trade. So keep an eye out for that. Uh, it's coming soon. Matter of fact, I should tell my one of my partners about it because we're a little behind because 2025 has already started and I wanted it out by then. This is your heat map. Look at all this. Isn't that beautiful? You want stocks to be red, bro. Not stocks, you want the market to be red. Because that's a buying opportunity. Minus 3% on Lockheed Martin. That's beautiful. Intel. You own Intel, right, Pato? Uh, that's minus 3%, bro. I don't see this stock coming back. Ever since they cut the dividends, they lost its place to AMD, I think. I don't see Intel competing. Now there's some news that they're coming out with a chip, and we'll see what happens there. But until then, I wouldn't touch it. I would stay away from it. Oh, definitely need it. Just stay, like in contact. I stream every night, almost. Mostly I'm playing like a little game, and then I'm like, if you want to talk finances, I'm here. You know. Today I put this just chatting thing on, and it works. So I got people to talk to, which is great. I usually put Warcraft Rumble. That's this game right here. which is free, by the way. I don't. Why does the chart show 52 weeks? Well, because that's a better measure. You don't want to see anything with like, okay, it had a bad day, right? You want to see, okay, in the last year, how did it do? And these are your biggest losers, you know? That's kind of how you want to look at it. You don't really want to look at what it does every day because, look, you see this VIX? VIX is a volatility index, right? So it will tell you basically what how the market feels that about it. Basically, I'm trying to explain it in very simple terms. Um, it's just a feeling. Uh, it's not set in stone, you know, and it should not matter to you, you know. The only time it should matter to you is when this thing spikes past 20, because that's a great buying opportunity. That means everybody's running for their lives and selling everything. That's when you want to buy, you know. So keep that in mind. Now, it is 2 a.m. I'm not going to close the stream or anything, but I do have to take a break, okay? Because I need to drink some water. And then I'll be right back. I hope that's cool with you guys. If you're not here, I totally understand. Thank you so much for following. If you want to recommend me to somebody, I just need to get to 50. I got 13 followers right now. I would really appreciate it. But I'll be back, okay? Like maybe 15 minutes max. Okay? So thank you so much. I'll be right back. How do I do this? Oh, cool. So we're at the same time zone. All right. I'm gonna stop stream. No. Should I stop streaming? No. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I have to stop streaming. Good night, Pato. Have a good night. Apex, if you're still there, I'll be back in about 15 minutes, okay? I'm gonna stop streaming and come right back. Thanks so much, both of you, for chatting with me. I love talking about this stuff.